While the ANC's Nonceba Molwele has been elected as council speaker for the City of Johannesburg, she takes over from the DA's Vasco da Gama, ousted through a motion of no confidence. Molwele's appointment comes a week after another ANC member, Jeff Makubo, was elected mayor to take over from Herman Mashaba. So to discuss her new role, Molwele joins me now in studio. Thanks for joining us in studio this morning. It's not the first time we've had a conversation, but welcome back.
Thank you very much for having me. Good morning, Faith, and good morning to viewers at home.
Now, you've got extensive experience when it comes to working within the City of Johannesburg. I mean, you've been, I think you were the first female to be elected as a chief whip. You've gone through the ranks, infrastructure being part of it. I mean, you've been in the council, so you know what are the expectations. Are you ready to meet those expectations?
Certainly, I am ready to meet those expectations, and in the center of the expectations is to continue to improve service delivery and make our citizens happy.
So the ANC is back at the helm now, right? So they're back in the running, following from the Democratic Alliance. And one would say that, and let's be real here, the ANC lost the City of Johannesburg in 2016. Then my question then is, if the ANC lost the City of Johannesburg in 2016 and the city was not part of instating some of the officials that are now assuming positions, for example, you're assuming in a position, but it was not because of the electorate that came in, it was because of a mixed bag of negotiations and people being ousted within the various political parties. How are you going to make sure that you deliver on promises and on expectations of the city, because the city was not part of the decision making in making sure that you even have a seat?
Well, even in 2016, the administration that came in 2016 was never elected by the electorates. They came in through coalition. So it is the same coalition that is coming in now. So as this coalition, which is the coalition of various parties, IFP included, Patriotic Alliance, UDM, Al-Jamaa, AIC, COPE, those are the parties that have formed a coalition with the ANC now.
But Councillor, let's be honest, the reason why you lost it in 2016, right? And the reason why you lost is because for a while, the African National Congress in the City of Johannesburg has been enjoying a majority, and we saw in 2016 that majority was lost, even though it was as a result of a coalition. But for the mere fact that there was a majority lost, that means that a certain number of the electorate did not think that you were fit to do the job. My question then is, you're back at the seat now of governance when it comes to the City of Johannesburg, through obviously this coalition that's going to be put in place, and we'll talk about that, but what is going to make it so different?
Listen, the ANC continues to be the leader of the society, and the mandate of the ANC is to continue to improve the services and to improve the lives of the people. So we are back in power, and our mandate, our core mandate, is to improve the lives of the people. And this time around, we will be working with other parties to improve the lives of the people. So for us, it's not about us, it's not about our political affiliations, but it's about the people of Johannesburg.
How will you be making that a reality? And the reason why I'm saying it is because you're very right. It is through coalition, right? So you've got the AIC that's backing you, to the much surprise of the Democratic Alliance. You've got some of their councillors that voted in favor of the ANC. So you've got the Patriotic Alliance that is working with you. So in this case, then, how do decisions get made, right, that are for the benefit of the people, whilst being able to please this coalition or this partnership that has been ongoing?
If you have gone through the manifestos of all the parties that I'm talking about, core in their manifestos, it's about service delivery. So this weekend, the executive mayor of Johannesburg has called a lekgotla, where all the parties will come together, the parties that are in coalition, to say what is the core mandate and what is the main message from all our manifestos. So the core mandate is, how do we take the city forward? So together with these parties, we will be taking the city forward.
How do you ensure that politics don't come into play with that? As much as I can appreciate the fact that what the manifesto says, you and I both know, the manifesto will say one thing, right? But implementation is a different ballgame altogether. So then how do you ensure that the practicalities of that are actually met? Because in the game of politics, it's about who is the influencer and who gets influenced. So how do you ensure that the politics don't come into the way of service delivery?
Listen, politics will always be there. Remember, council is a political terrain. However, politics cannot come over or above service delivery. And the implementers of our decisions are the officials. So we do have capable officials in the city who will be implementing, and they will be part of the Lekgotla. We will be implementing the collective implementation plan that will be put together by the new leadership of the city.
Speaker, I do know that this is not the last time that you and I will probably be having a conversation, as you take up the, one may say, the very, it's a tricky task, but it's one that is of extreme significance when it comes to being the Speaker, in this case for the City of Johannesburg. So I say congratulations to you and all the best with your endeavour.
Thank you very much. I also promise to remain neutral and fair and encourage debates in council as a speaker, and preside over over the council, and as well include our citizens in participation, because the citizens of Johannesburg has to be part of governing the city.
And the city will hold you to that. We've got there the councillor, Nonceba Molwele, who's taking over as the Speaker of the Council of the City of Johannesburg.